Hi, this is Sick Reads My Andre, where I do predictions of the future. If you'd like me to do prediction for you, let me know in the chat. Just a reminder that our show times and all that for sort of thing first is at our website at sickreadsmyandre.com. So I'm working alone today, where the wife is at work right now. Of course, we got Domino. Hello, Domino. He's sitting on Daddy's lap. So let's get started with today's show as we're waiting for more and more people to come in to the chat. Now, the title of today's show is about the Trump effect and what's going to be happening in the next little while. Just something that I was discussing with somebody the other day, that the moment that everything changed was the moment when Trump got back up. Now, the elites, if they did it or not, were planning on when Trump went, okay, that everything would go into chaos and the stock market would crash and all that sort of thing, okay? All the things that we had been predicting for quite some time would be happening from that point. We didn't know the actual point of no return, okay? But when he got back up and, did the thing, that's when everything changed in the world. Okay? There's always these key points in history where it change everybody's perspective and change everybody's thinking and their emotional state. And that was one of them. Okay? This is the point in time where World Economic Forum is going to go bye-bye as soon as he gets reelected. I think Klaus Schwab and the boys went, oh, crap, when he got back up. Not saying that they did it. I'm just saying that was probably the reaction, because if we go back in history, every time that a politician had been assassinated, it was always the banking cartel that did it. Not the other government side, not this, not that. It has always been the banking cartel, because Trump in the past had been stating that he wanted to change the currency into, instead of a fiat currency, into a gold-backed, crypto-backed currency moving forward. And every time that a politician has tried doing that, it always led to some type of assassination. Ronald Reagan tried that. He was trying to change everything from the fiat currency system into a gold-backed system, and he had an attempt on his life as well. Okay, so moving forward, every time a politician states that he wants to change the monetary system to something that's good for the people, there's always an attempt on their life. But I think just because Donald Trump survived the incident, he's going to be he's going to be very, very focused on getting this particular situation done. And of course, he's got his new second charge, which is a Bitcoin maximalist or a crypto enthusiast. And of course, Donald Trump is always also been very hot on the topic of Bitcoin, okay? And that the United States should be the leader in Bitcoin production and everything related to cryptocurrencies. We've stated this in past shows, is that the new money system will be put out very, very soon. Okay? People, yeah, whatever. We can't beat the banking system, blah, 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 blah. I've known for about 5 years that they were going to be bringing this new system out. And that system is going to be including the Bitcoin, the Litecoin, the Ethereum, the Chainlink, XRP, and Bitcoin Cash. And I think there's a few others that are going to be all put together for the new system. Okay? We didn't know exactly how it would emerge. Okay, we got Larry Fink doing his thing. Okay, he's already stating to everybody that the the future is going to be tokenized, and this is what we're talking about for the last 5 years. And everybody, you're crazy, Andre. Here it is. This is it's out in the open now. Okay, so this will be the Trump effect, and of course, everybody's emotional state is heightened. Right, and they're more excited. They're more um, not. They're less black pilled as they were before because they have hope. And Bitcoin is, and all the other cryptocurrencies that I mentioned, which hopefully you have in your portfolio, will be the catalyst to that new system. It'll be the US dollar backed by gold, silver, Bitcoin, and the like. Okay? So I don't think we need any cards. It's already evident that that's pretty much what's going to be happening in the near future. Okay? And it's going to be sooner than you think. Okay? So, and of course, Jamie Dimon is going to be the financial guy for Trump. I can't remember the actual name in the U.S. Government for that position. So that'll happen, and you're going to have a lot of money people that know how to run businesses. Even though I don't like Jamie Dimon, he would, if directed in a certain way, he can be very, very effective. Okay, let's move into the second thing as we're waiting for more people to come on and ask lots and lots of questions. Somebody was asking the question about the second shooter. Let's throw some cards down for this. Was there a second shooter? Was the young guy, I'm not going to mention his name, was he paid off by BlackRock? That's interesting too. But let's see if there was a second shooter. It does not appear to be a second shooter. I think they were just going to let it roll. Okay. I know everybody's saying that there's a guy on a water tower and all that sort of thing. I'm not picking up that it was. Okay. They thought that this one kid was going to do the job good. If he hit or missed, they thought it would be in the favor of them, whoever set this up. Okay, that's pretty much what I'm picking up. But it was propagated by certain individuals that are part of the banking industry. Okay, so we got to be careful with our language here because we're on YouTube, but it was enlisted by the certain people. I don't know why they were putting all their trust in the one kid, but there you go. There was no second shooter. Okay. Let's get into the last question that somebody had asked. And the question is, will BTC go down to 52K again in 30 days? Good question. I know we've kind of leveled off today with the Bitcoin price. It's been going up pretty good. It's been going all over the place, doing all the wonderful things that it's been doing. Will it go down again? I do think it's going to be going down a little bit, but not quite to 52K. Okay. It doesn't look like it's going to be actually a thing in the next 30 days. I do think it's going to be going down to 65,000, and it's probably going to be jumping up from there in about a week or two. But pretty much going sky high. This is the beginning of the bull run that we've all been waiting for, and it's always a thing after a happening It's usually 6 to 8 months after the fact that we have this spike up. It's wonderful when it does happen. I've lived through about 4 of them already. Okay, and I think that we've only had 4 happenings so far. Yeah, so I do believe that there's going to be a little dip, but nothing major, nothing like 52K or anything like that. I think people are missing the point of what's happening. They're kind of looking at everything with tunnel vision. Okay, they're not looking at the bigger picture of what's going on around them. You got the Trump thing. You got the JV Vance, I think is the second in charge name. You got all these things into play. We got Larry Fink. We got Gary Gensler. He's going to be swept away, and kind of opening up the floodgates to everybody getting into cryptocurrencies, because this is how we're going to save our butts. Okay, and we're going to be getting rid of the people that are trying to control everything monetarily. Okay, Trump is all about business, making money for everybody. When everybody's making money, he makes money, right? Because he's got his fingers into everything. The other side, Joe Biden and the bunch, are all about just controlling the populace. Okay, they don't really care much about the money so much, as long as they have the control over you. Okay, that's the two different thought patterns. They're not really business people, Joe Biden and the bunch, and they don't know how to make money outside of taxing everybody and making bad deals on the side. Okay, where Trump is all about knowing how to make money in a big way, and he's going to do the same for the country. Okay, so a little dip, but nothing major for the next little while. Okay, time for the chat. Okay, let's get out of here. And we go into here. There it is. Hello, Days of Change. Is the sounding of the trumpets and revelations something that I don't really, I'm not a Christian or anything, so I do understand it, but I don't think it is the sounding of the trumpets and all that sort of thing. There's a whole lot of people out there that reference Christianity. You have to remember the Bible is stories from everywhere else. Okay? So there is a slight thing of truth within the Bible, but it's very slight. Okay? You have to remember the biblical stories are from everywhere else and made into their own. Okay? It's just a point of reference for everybody. And of course, the revelations and all that always have been wrong. It's always been about a past period of time that they're referring to. And it's never, ever been accurate. I've looked it through several times. Because I'm a Bible nut. I actually read the entire thing a couple times just to make sure that I was right the first time. Because I grew up as a Christian, right? And most of the stories you find when you do deep research are from other sources made into a Christian book. Okay? Just to let you know, there is no end times where the devil's coming out of the seven-headed dragon's coming out of the earth and blah, 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 blah. That's exactly what it is. It's just nonsense from other sources. Okay? So no, it's what I think of the Trump incident is the turning point in the moment in time on our time. Try not to get too much into time variances. It's the shift. Okay. If Donald Trump had not gotten up, which was a possibility, and that's what most psychics were picking up, is if he fell and passed away, everything would go to chaos. Now that he survived, that's that period in time where you have the divergence. He survived, and now everything is going to be different than what had been predicted in the past. Okay, so that was the turning point, the divergence. It's the moment in time when everything changed from what we had previously picked up. And of course, people had this tendency of always looking at the negative part of life, and they never ever look at the positive part. Okay, so that period of time when he didn't fall is going to be creating our new awakening. This is the moment in time for the new awakening, where we, the people, realize that the other side, the people trying to control everything, are evil. And when you shine light upon them, they crumble into nothing. And then we can move on as a society. It's not Trump himself, but the moment when you had the divergence. Okay? And he was protected by something. Okay? Hi, Andre. Hope you and your wife are doing good. Any chance of a 3-card reading today? You betcha. Mr. Wax. Very interesting cards you have today. Financially, you're going to be building upon something that you have been working on, something from the past, and it's going to be paying off in a big way in the future. This is the card of building wealth. Okay, you see the guy, he's working away, he's building the wealth. Pentacles are all about wealth, possessions, that sort of thing, and he's working away at that. Okay. So that's where you are right now in the next little while. Keep it up. Never stop that wealth building situation. Health is going to be doing much, much better. You're going to be getting into something new with a friend, and it's going to be doing very, very well. There's going to be some people that are not liking your perspective on something, which is normal. And you're going to have a little bit of a fallout with some of the people. But I have the feeling that they're kind of people that you don't really want to associate with. Stop. This is a great lesson of life. Stop trying to please everybody. Okay? You do you. And if people want to follow you because you're doing you, perfect. The people that don't like you because you're doing you, that's okay. They have to go through their own lessons in life. Okay? And don't stress about it. Don't worry about that. This person doesn't like me because of this and blah, 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 blah. You do you. You do what you're going to be doing in the future for your own personal growth, and the right people will come around to you. Okay? So hopefully that helps you out. Keep doing what you're doing. You're doing good. Andre, Jay Slater was found and he passed. You said he would be found alive. Oh. Okay. Maybe at the moment that I saw him, he was still alive at that particular time. Okay. Yeah. Sorry about that. Was yesterday a test or genuine outage? I think it was just a general. That's the other thing going on right now, that there's lack of workers doing work. Okay. Fixing the things and doing all the stuff and all that sort of thing. That keeps society running. And even at my work, it's hard to find new people to do the work. One, that a lot of the population has fallen over dead because of stuff. We won't mention what. And the other one, it's we have a lot of people that are used to getting paid for doing nothing. So now we're going to have to get into this mindset that you have to work for money and not get everything for free. So it's just the outage was negligence, not planned or anything like that. Okay? So hopefully that helps you out. I decided to cash out a chunk of the XRP because of 53K in taxes I owed. Okay, that's a good reason. I did this to help my energy process to be more positive. I feel it was a good move to help me put more in line. Yeah, that's the little trick on not paying taxes on your crypto when you cash them out. Is whenever you're paying off a bill, a debt, this is Canadian law. I think it's American law too. Look it up. I'm not entirely sure. When you pay debt off with your wealth, crypto wealth, you don't pay taxes on that because you're paying off a debt. So if you have a credit card and you're using the credit card and you pay the credit card bill off with the crypto, it's a debt. See, people have this idea of cashing out their Bitcoin, putting it into the cash, and then into their bank. That's silly. Unless you need it right away for a bill, then it's not taxable. But just to have it in the bank, you're losing value. As soon as your money from the sale of your Bitcoin goes into the bank account, it's losing value immediately. So why would you do that? Just leave it in the Bitcoin. It's doing much better than cash. Okay. So excellent decision. Thank you for that. See it helping feel more positive now. Perfect. It's always good to get rid of debt as quickly as possible because debt makes you a slave. Okay? Bad debt. Okay? It makes you a slave of the bank. Okay? When you are living out of debt, you're free. And this is why me and the wife have decided never, ever to have debt. If we can't afford something, then we don't get it. We just stack the stats. Okay? Okay. Audrey, do you see house prices in the UK going down again in 2025? More in 2026? What year is best for people to buy out of these 2 years? Probably 2026, 2025, 2026, because the UK just went through a whole change in government in the last little while. Better or worse. Leaning more left. Well, that's left to you. It's right to me. Anyways, so there's going to be a whole bunch of stuff happening. But in 2026, I think it's going to be much better for everybody in the UK and worldwide. I think we're going to start to see prices level off to where they need to be because of the changes in politics around the world, especially in the United States and Canada, which is going to be a ripple effect throughout the entire world. That's why that moment with Donald Trump that I was mentioning is very, very important. It's that convergence, right? But you got to be, doesn't mean it's going to be all sunshine or rainbows. It's going to be some rough times that we're going to be facing around the world, not just the United States, getting everything back into place. Excuse me. So that's the beginning. Now we got to do all the hard work to get it back on track. Everybody. Okay? My throat's going all kind of funny. Okay. Do you see any power outages for the UK anytime soon? Not for 2027, 2028. And this is because of not enough people working. Not that the evil government is going to do something to you. It's because of negligence. Oh, we got to cut costs. Oh, we don't have people to work. Are we going to have one guy do 3 shifts all at once? I've seen it. I've seen it at my job. And when they start doing that, price cutting and all that sort of thing, it always leads to bad things. I see revelations, meaning revolution of the people. That would have happened in revolution. Not so much. Okay. Change in heart of people. We're already starting to see that with even some of the people on the left. They're changing their heart with the entire incident, which is another point why that point was very, very important when Trump was on stage. It's changed a lot of the people on the left's heart. And when they change your heart into love, everything else will change. Everybody was on the negative side and being blackpilled and all that sort of thing. So in this situation, yes, not a shooting revolution, but a change in energies to the more positive. Okay. It took shooting a former president or the future president to change the world. Okay, tells you how much of new energies, good energies, are going to be coming from that point. That's why it's very important. Hello, Andre. Do you think it's worth it for me to launch a YouTube channel to help others and even myself? Yes. It's not going to be fun. Exactly. It's not going to be easy, but it's well worth it. If you have a certain thing in mind that you want to do a YouTube channel on, yeah, that's a perfect way of doing it. And you forget about the money and all that sort of thing. If you're doing for something other than money, then it'll succeed. But you have to learn all the things of how YouTube works. That's almost a full university course in of itself. Okay, on how to do YouTube. And the great thing with YouTube, it's free, right? And you can do it while you're working. If you look at my past videos, they're crap. But I learned every time I put out a video, something new, something better and better as the time went by. Okay? Yeah, start something. And if you want me as a guest or something, let me know. Okay? But yes, I think that's a very good thing to try out. There's so many people would stop living in fear. Yes, end times, end of the bed, blah, 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 blah. We've had this for centuries. There's always the camp of, oh, it's the end times. Know what I've found? Most of this end times bull crap, it's just that. It's just somebody wrote it into the Bible and all that to keep you in line, to keep you in control. And fear is an easy way of keeping you in control because then you feel defenseless, right? And when you are defenseless, you're more prone to doing what you're told. Get it? So when you stop living in fear, you can start making proper decisions. Never ever make a decision when you are in a heightened state of emotion, either good nor bad. Okay? When you are weighing negative, never ever make a decision. When you are overly excited, don't make a big decision. Okay? Whenever you are even Steven, that's when you start to make the big decisions. Never ever live in fear. Always be the cause of everything around you and not be the victim of everything. And then you will know the true meaning of not power, but being one with universe. Okay? There you go. You got your lesson for today. Thank you, Batman. Yes, the Magic Mountain. Tons of fear channels on YouTube, and I see them all. Oh, it's the end time. Oh. It's a funny story. Everybody was thinking that Y2K was the end of the world and everything was going to be blowing up and all that. And I had a dream when I was a young Andre, that I saw visions of me with gray hair. Okay? I wasn't married or anything like that yet. But I had visions of me with gray hair, which was an indicator that I survived Y2K. See, at that time, everybody was like, ah! So when I had that vision of me at an older me, it just said something didn't happen along the way. How did I get the gray hair if the world's coming to an end in Y2K? Okay. Why am I having these visions of an older me doing something? But there's Y2K when my hair was still dark brown. Means something didn't happen along the way. And they keep mentioning, oh, it's 2020, blah, blah, it's gonna fall. No, I keep having visions of me in the future. I'm an old man, older than I am now. So something doesn't happen along the way. I guess we'd make it through all this nonsense into a better world. Okay? So all this negative crap out there, turn it off. Envision exactly what you want. Period. Not what you... Too many people focus on what they do not want. Okay? Hi, guys. How will the U.S. economy be doing after Trump becomes president? Much, much better. Because he actually has a plan. And it's coming to light now that what he wants to have happened with the cryptocurrencies, the gold and silver, and the cash flow is going to be backed by gold, silver, crypto, and he's already buying up a bunch of Bitcoin as reserve. They're going to be buying, I think it was 200,000 crypto or Bitcoin to back up a whole bunch of cash. It's happening, folks. The new system that we keep talking about, it's happening or will be happening in a very short term. Remember, we had said that there's going to be a couple currencies that they're going to be putting in front of us, right? The old fiat currency system, not based on anything, not backed by anything, just backed by the U.S. military. All right, you do what we tell you, or we will punch you in the nose. Then the second one would be the CBDCs, which fell flat on its face. And the third one, which is a gold-backed, silver-backed, crypto-backed currency based on stuff. That'll be the one that sticks, and that Trump is going to be the one that brings that into play. It's going to be going into alignment with the BRICS nations. Cash it. And I think it won't be easy. We're going to stutter and sputter and all that sort of thing, but we will make it through that. Okay? 3 cards for Daisy Chains. Daisy Chains needs that card. They fall out of the deck. That's yours. Future, you're going to be going into a new regime of health and all that sort of thing. You're looking for something new, something that's going to be benefiting you in the next little while. I think the less you focus on the health situation, because a lot of it is what we're thinking at the moment. If you think too much about your this and that, and this is going wrong, it increases. What you focus on becomes a thing, becomes stuff, right? So if you keep thinking of that left foot keeps hurting, guess what? It's going to hurt more. I'm not saying totally ignore the situation, but don't think about it as much. Think of other things. I have a person at work. He keeps suffering from heat because it's very hot in our shop. Because it's not air conditioned or anything like that. So I keep telling, don't think about the heat as much. Think about what you are doing. This is how I stay cool, calm, cool, and collected at work, even though it's like 30 above in the shop. Stop thinking about the heat so much, because you're intensifying the energy for that. Think about what you're doing and what you need to do during the day, and you'll make it through. Okay? So I think that's going to be something that you're going to have to learn how to do in a good way. Financially, you're going to be doing okay. There's going to be some monies coming in from some direction. I think it's somebody close to you, family member, maybe some side jobs. And you're going to be defending somebody in the next little while, maybe your son or something like that, from some type of outside influence. Okay? So hopefully that helps you out. Focus on what you want, not what you don't want. Too many people focus on what they don't want. Is that all countries, Andre? You'll have to check with your own area. I know that's true in United States and Canada. I think that's the law or laws. As I always say, go find a cryptocurrency club in your area, because they would know more of the ins and the outs of your particular area. Okay? And they're usually really nice people. It's good to get out and have some fun. Right? Never thought of end times as just to keep people in fear. All rubbish. Correct. She's learning. Earth also not, yeah, all that stuff. Oh, the moon is here. No, it's just rubbish. Okay, this has to happen. It's like a lot of crypto people. Bitcoin needs to go down this low and go this low before it goes this high. Why? It doesn't have to do anything. Okay? It's the energy that you put into the situation that makes the thing grow. Okay? Stop thinking of the negative. David Jones, any chance for reading today? I love reading. Okay. Oh, Batman and Daisy Chains is talking. Being social on the social network. Who would have thought? Okay. David Jones, the financial situation that you find yourself in is going to be a little longer journey than you thought. It's not an overnight success. People get into this thought form, and it's never ever the thing. It's always a long progression. It's more of getting out of your own way and letting the thing happen. So all the financial things you're doing in your life, just let it go. Do the work, first of all, and let it go. And don't worry if it doesn't happen overnight. Okay? Never ever does that. There's going to be some people around you that are going to be showing you some new things, wisdom. Okay? That's going to be very beneficial to you in the next week or so. Could be me, the gray hair. You never know. And the health situation is going to be improving in a big way for you in the next little while. Get out there, do some walking, do some kung fu, whatever you want to do. And you're going to be getting into that in a big way in the next little while. Okay? Thank you for that. Oh, and the love. We forgot about, because he wants love. I'll throw another card down here. All that waiting is done. There's going to be somebody that's going to be popping up in a big way in the next little while. You've been hard, like the card is. It's upside down though. This is harvesting, waiting for the harvest to come in. The harvest is come in, so it's going to be very, very close soon. Means getting out there, talking to people, meeting connections, and all that sort of thing. And it's going to be happening very, very soon. Okay, and have fun with it. Oh. Hey, we got rated. Best viewers on Cutley from our Twitch account. Okay. Oh, I guess that's all the questions. Okay. Thank you, everybody, for joining us today. Just got rid of it. Okay. Hang on. This is what happens when the wife's not here. So, thank you, everybody, for joining us for today's show. We're going to be back here tomorrow at 10 a.m. Central. With that said, if you like a personal reading with me, make sure to go to psychicreadingsbounder.com, where all that information is there. If you like a personal healing with my wonderful Reagan master wife, that information is on our website as well. If you like to protect your cryptocurrencies in the best possible way, we have the Trezor Cold Storage Wallet for sale on our website. If you should happen to purchase one from us, know that we make a little bit of profit from that. Okay, with that said, make sure you like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the future. Bye-bye.